So this guy doesn't stand a fucking chance, because again, just like every other fucking war chief, this guy was a lot less threatening than the rest of his homies over there. Plus, now there's 5 Uduk on my side as well, which is kind of funny. It's like, I'm not even gonna do anything tricky against this guy, I'm just gonna whoop up on him. Alright, that's enough of you guys.
This is a wreck in the bowl.
It's relatively small and it's... What?
What? What? What?
The fucking crash fish just went full nuclear on a dog. Oh, no, Hold on. Yo, it didn't go off. Most of the time, people that act like you're beneath them because you can't do stuff like that, their examples of it are almost certainly fake. And there's issues with that in a lot of different communities. Like, there's this one particular dude that got outed hard for faking blindfolded speedruns in Super Mario 64. It's really sad how common this type of thing is lately. It's getting worse from what I can tell.
Yeah. Man.
Fat boy?
A little too fat. He's trying.
Leave him there. We'll see how long he manages to stay trapped. Bro, what?
It's ugly. Oh, he hopped over it. Wow.
There we go. Physics. Please. Bruh, this is like, I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna leave. This is why we play video games, okay? It's still here! It's still doing it! Why? Why was that a thing? This is gonna suck. So there's a reason that there's another multi-purpose room on top of that one, and a hatch pointed this direction. You fucking what? That's not the game.
I used to keep the build. Oh wait, what? April 2025. Whoa, hold on. No, actually, it might. I didn't know that they were still updating it. Apparently, they've changed something in the last month. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I didn't know that they were still messing with it. But hey, you know, I'll take it. One thing I've noticed is that they keep on making like tweaks and adjustments to this one to fine tune things that they're doing in the more recent ones, which is an amazing way to support the old game while also improving the new ones. It's honestly, it's a brilliant way to handle things. We're gonna get rid of this, or start a new game, because that's how I do stuff when I play this. Anyways, I've been on the experimental build. I don't remember what the terminology Steam uses, but basically I've opted into maintaining the experimental build on this game for quite a while at this point. I had access to the giant rooms on this game before, like for a decent amount of time before it was actually like officially part of the game. So we're gonna put this in here. Yeah, it's got an animation. Oh shit. For these stupid flares, we're gonna drop those to get rid of them. Okay, this is actually a really, really great place to start.
Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
There we go. Give me the other goddamn thing. Okay, I'm down here, so give me that. I really needed that,
is an
thank
essential
you.
component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but blurs of oxygen.
I may have just killed myself right at the beginning. No, I'm good. Actually, you know, let's go ahead and grab a couple of these because a battery is going to be necessary. We're going to be making a knife. We're going to be making this.
New blueprint acquired.
We're absolutely putting you away.
New blueprint
Sea
acquired.
Glide,
Lubricant
mobile
is
vehicle
essential for
station,
construction of vehicles and power plants.
tools, power cells. I'm gonna end up needing more of that. I didn't get enough.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety,
God
this
damn it.
setting cannot be overridden. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data. Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Let's see, tools, wiring kit. Okay, so that's the biggest gap in my shit at the moment. But we're gonna need this. I like to scan stuff. Don't know why. Just it's a habit. I just want to go back in here, deposits these cable corals. Anyways, remember when I said that this was actually a pretty good place to spawn? There's a sea glide fragment right there. There's these two anti-grav fragments. Is this one open? It is not. Now, we have that. I'm probably never going to use it.
New blueprint acquired. Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool. Silver-based wiring kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
Okay, so you're telling me that this entire descent down here, that there wasn't a single crash fish over here? I mean, that's a crash fish egg. I'm gonna need more of these, but scan that shit. Sea glide.
New blueprint acquired.
That's probably a laser cutter frag. I'm not actually sure which side of the area I'm on, but I will take these free resources. It's fine. Blueprints. I'm clearly not worried, you see. We're gonna grab this because that's just a bit more titanium. Gonna make another battery. Ooh, a beacon. I'm down. Give me that shit. Now see, unfortunately, I need one of those silvers in order to craft the next step up of my O2 tank. 2 glass. Alright. go ahead and make... Oh, wait, you can't until you've made that. Right. Okay. So, lubricant, copper wire, battery. I should have everything. This is always number one on my setup.
The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the
We
nearest
need
life pod
some
or habitat.
quartz, which is easy enough. Boom. Boom. I need some silver. That's lead. This is a bioreactor fragment. I'm gonna end up needing you. Realistically, this is a point in time where like you really shouldn't be rejecting any kinds of resources. If you see it, you should grab it. It doesn't take much to build like a basic structure.
Sustained during planet fall. Passing 100 meters, oxygen efficiency decreased.
What did it? How much space do I have?
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity.
Well, I see that's still an issue. The audio comes back after a bit. I don't know. It's just a thing that happens. I don't know if that can hit me while I'm on top. However, that was fairly unfortunate to find one of those that has just like nothing of import on it. Just a bunch of shit to scan. Okay, now I have a better idea of where we are. However, that's not as important as finding one more silver is. That ain't it. There we go.
30 seconds.
So, the reason I needed another silver, or at least I'm pretty sure I still needed one more silver. Yeah. I needed 1 silver to craft the... I actually still need 2 more silver, but these are what the things that I needed it for right now. I needed 1 silver to craft the improved O2 tank, and then I needed 2 in order to make the... ooh, I think I need mesh for this too. Hold on. Glass. Wiring kit. And mesh. This is unfortunate. Because I definitely need more of it. Thankfully, we're right next to it, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Calorie intake recommended.
That's fine.
vital signs stabilizing.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need another one of those for a prawn suit later. We definitely need this. I'm not really interested in cracking off an ingot at this point in time. So the rebreather is going to make it where I can do stuff at greater depths. Okay, so I know I'm going to need at least 3 more cuttings. I'm almost certain I need 1 more. So we're going to get that many and get it back in here. Make this like the main other thing that I need is we're gonna turn this blueprint off. I need this, which means I need 1 more set of silver. And it's a lot more important now because I genuinely need to get storage put together. Now I could just make like the water storage lockers, but it's really not a great use of your resources because once you're done with the water storage lockers, they are literally just trash. There's nothing that you can do with them. They're just not useful anymore. Whereas if I make if I make an actual small section of home, then once I'm done with that throwaway section of home, then I can always break it down and make and make other things out of those materials. So there's nothing lost that way. There's 1. There's 2. Okay. Cunt.
Integrating new PDA.
You know what I haven't found yet, though, and I really need to? Crash fish.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, that's fine. Don't remember if there's a laser cutter door in here or not. I think that there is right here. I gotta say, if I wound up with an actual, for real laser or battery charger this early on, that would be pretty fucking sick.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Yo. I'm at 74% on this. As far as I know, I have everything that I need to make that. I'm trying to think if, like, I know I need diamond for the modification station. And like these days, like my first major goals are get food started, get the swim charge fins, because I'm addicted to that shit. Okay. We will make that. We'll grab these. And funny enough, I have what I need to make the shit. Hold on, I might not actually have the space to do everything that I'm trying to do. Remember when I said I wasn't a big fan of making a titanium ingot right now? Well, I'm probably gonna have to do that. I know I need gold. I definitely need this for another battery. Do I not have copper? You're kidding. I don't have any copper wire, bruh. This sucks. Okay, so... I totally thought I had that part under control, but I guess not. That's not going to be anything worthwhile. Probably another Sea Glide frag. Copper. Too much tit, need more copper. Where are you, you explosive fuckers? There's supposed to be some of you dickheads in here. Genuinely, what the fuck?
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. continuing to monitor.
I cannot believe that I'm having this much trouble finding crash fish. Like, the typical the typical experience in this game is, oh look, I found somewhere I can get resources. Oh fuck, a thing is trying to explode in my face. Meanwhile, me. Where the hell are the crash fish? I need one more. You only need 2 of them. Like, literally ever. For the entire playthrough, you only need 2 bits of sulfur from crash fish. That hurt a bunch. Now let's get back and use my... There was another one right there. Once we get back, I'll be able to use the med pack. It's not... Like, this looks bad when you look at my HP. It's like, yeah, 15 out of 100? That's pretty shit. It is, you right. But we'll be fine.
New blueprint acquired. The Builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Okay. Water. One of the reasons that we grabbed a bunch of salt is so that I can make more water. I know that I need one of these. So as far as I know, that having been repaired means that the limited power supply on this life pod will actually regenerate more quickly. As far as I know. Now, thankfully, I have this right here.
Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Wait, what? Oh. Am I stupid or something?
Bleach is an essential chemical
Let's
for
grab
cleaning wounds
these
and
and go ahead and
purifying
make
water.
this. We'll go ahead and put these other 2 in. I don't even remember what filtered water. What the it's probably the fish,
These
right?
water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
Do I have a quartz? I'm gonna need one. Yes. Fucking, come on. What do you got to say, bro?
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys?
Yeah,
didn't warn us
guys,
this
what
might
the
happen.
hell?
Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge
I
of a
do
cave
have
system.
one
This grim-looking
copper,
snake
so
thing's
it's not
trying to
like
get through the hull.
whatever I'm about to build
Come
would
get
be
us
without a
already.
power source, but...
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
So here's the thing, wall-mounted lockers are gonna be the hot shit for the moment. Inventory full, okay. Like normally, like when when you haven't really weighed out your options at this point, it's really easy to get like convinced that you should just go ahead and make like water lockers. And it's not that like water lockers are inherently bad, it's just that you can do better. I could have sworn that I had more quartz, but whatever, I guess I'll just go snag some more. Fills my inventory. How's my water? I can go ahead and do that, and then grab another whatever this is. Okay, cool, titanium, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, if you recall, like, there's a reason why I was like, man, it sure would be cool if I could grab the battery charger this early. At this point, it would genuinely be interesting.
Warning,
Oh, fuck me.
emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
This is kind of shit timing because I'm gonna put these on here, but there's like genuinely not sunlight at this time. Though this is not how solar would work. Solar works a little bit at night, regardless. Okay, everywhere else down here is going to be Wall Locker City. I say everywhere else. At one point in the near future, we're going to need this area to also contain a modification station, at least a modification station, and then that's going to tide us over until everything else gets put together. But yeah, the goal at this point is to not need the life pod anymore. We'll go ahead and put like completed items in one end, so this will include that. Nice. Do we have another radio? No. Beacons? Yes, actually. How am I doing copper-wise? Do I have enough for another battery? Because I feel like there's a good chance I'm gonna need one. Real shame that I actually have to use the fabricator in here again, but here we go. I'm gonna do my usual shit over here in 17 Town. See, like, every time that I play through this, I like to point out this is the best area in the game around 17, because, like, so much of the shit that you need is around 17. So I don't see any crates, and that's deeply unfortunate.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PD.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens.
Well, they
There's
wouldn't be
weird-looking
aliens,
caves
but
nearby.
yeah.
The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Okay, this is what we needed, right here.
New blueprint
Okay,
acquired.
I'm pretty sure I have all of the blueprints that I could find outside of this. But... yeah. Okay, so... inventory. I should be more than adequate on all of that shit.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Yo, really? Well,
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
okay, so once you're in here, the very first thing that you should do is repair this immediately. Open that up, give yourself an out. This is the main thing that we want here. Excellent, two right next to each other. Yo.
New blueprint acquired. Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state.
So,
Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
getting out of there with plenty of time to spare is always a good idea. Mostly because, like, the exit that I just used, the collision on it's really strange, and it doesn't always like to actually let you leave. Like, there's this way right here coming from this side, and that's completely doable. Like, it's not a problem. It's just that when you have, like, a couple of seconds to hopefully get it done, it's not something that you really want to, like, risk that maybe it just doesn't let you do it. So I would say that this is probably the single most complicated wreck in the game. There's a lot here, and it's genuinely easy to get, like, lost and turned around.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay. Okay, so there's one other major thing, well, two other major things that I actually need to do here before I leave the area. How much inventory? I've got plenty of fucking space, bro. Okay, so far I'm not getting any. Okay, here we go. There's some eye stalk. The gap that we're looking for is right over here. If I see rubies, I will pick them up, but that's not really what I'm here for. There is a warper over here right now, so that means no fucking around. It's genuinely not normal for him to be where he is. And it is worth noting that warper shots can, like, clip through stuff, so just because I got past him and, like, my brain was still, like, you know, hug the lower edge of this, so I can get around the wall, even though, like, I logically know that that probably doesn't matter. Okay, so before we continue on, I don't think that there's any other, like, blueprints that I can get out here that would be useful. I'm pretty sure I already got all of them that would be in this area, with the exception of something like this. This isn't actually useful, though. Like, under no circumstances would you be like, man, I sure am glad I have that vending machine. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I've already got the CMOF. Anyway. But yeah, I've already got the bioreactor, I've got the scanner room. Like, honestly, blueprint-wise, this has been remarkably kind. So what we need right now is an amount of lithium and a few diamonds. Some magnetite would be appreciated as well. Okay, I'm pretty sure I need like 5 of these. The biggest thing that I need right now, though, is diamonds,
Are the property
of which I need like 3.
You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits. The conditions in this gave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region. Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
I saw another magnetite right there. Hopefully that'll be good enough. I know that that's enough diamond, for now, that's enough diamond for my immediate needs.
30 seconds.
Blueprints. Let's see. No, I guess it's past this. Battery charger. Copper wire, wiring kit. Do I have the copper. I should probably have the silver. Here's the thing though, like I'm not going to need this. No, I do not try PUBG Brawl. I probably am not going to need this for very long, but I'll go ahead and construct it for now because just like the other structures, I can always break it down later and get all of the materials back, so it doesn't really matter at all. Oh shit, those are my tools. Don't put those away. Whoops. PUBG is an old game. But that was your recommendation just now, so... I no longer need either of these blueprints, so that can go away, that can go away. Let's see, I need the mod station. What we got, so yeah, it is. It is genuinely an old game. Have a quick look at what date that game came out. It's fucking old. I don't. That's not true, but what about it? If that were the case, what does it matter?
Detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical
need
state.
lead.
T-minus 10, 9,
Give me
8,
that diamond.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
An explosion is happening, but I'm not concerned about it. I'm just trying to build stuff. I don't need to make that knife. So what are we doing next?
The radiation suit has been out in your blueprint database.
Not worried about that. So the north is the gun island. That's a really nice visual. South is... Right, hold on.
Survivor, you have exceeded
I know
your
what I'm
weekly
supposed to be
exercise
doing now.
quotient
It's
by
been a while.
500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be
Okay.
sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
I don't have another quartz in here. I'm going to need to go grab one of those. In the meantime, I think I already have pretty much everything else that I need. That sentence doesn't make any sense. You're going to have to be more specific. If you're asking why I'm not partnered, I specifically chose not to be, so you would not be bombarded with ads. 2 of these guys. I don't have that much copper though. Shit and piss. It shouldn't be that hard to find though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a giant coral tube right here. There's deposits along the back. Unless I've already cleaned all of those out, which I may have. And deposits on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and grab everything I see this time. Except for those mushrooms, that'll be a bit redundant. Okay. How much? Oh, wow. Very full. My partner makes plenty of money, so I don't really need to make money, but I bike ride for fun. And when I do that, I do deliveries on bike. But that's like not necessary, I just choose to do it. Hello. Wait, I needed that. Hold on. Lead, couple of, I need like 4 batteries. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna need these because everyone knows the way to make really big batteries is to take 2 small batteries and tape them together. Oh, whoops. I should have made another titanium ingot. Have a good one.
Is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Oh, right, I don't have anything extra on me at all right now, so that thing's at 77%. Why is nobody ever satisfied with the game that I'm already playing? Everyone has to ask about some other game that I'm not playing. I am not interested in Katana Zero.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so we've got... Yeah, so we're going to the South Island. You know, I probably would have just known that off the top of my head based on where the, where Life Pod 17 is. Hold on. I think I'm an idiot again. Yeah, I did not make a very crucial tool. I absolutely need this. Let's see. I needed the other 2 diamonds, 1 titanium, 1 sulfur, and another fucking battery. Where did I put that other copper? I haven't put a radio in here.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board.
Wait, what
Coordinates
did-
attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation
This,
in between
the
us and the
scanner
rendezvous.
icon came up, but I don't know
Request
why.
immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Okay. Laser tool. Make that shit. I need it. Okay. What was that one? 6? No, that's not the shallows. Okay, there's nothing in my inventory, right? Just my tools. Good. That's the way I like it. Go around that coral tube. My water is not looking too good, but thankfully there is a very, very, very powerful water source where I'm going. So I am not concerned. I always love how, like, when people who are not familiar with the game watch what I'm doing right now, they like the impression that I'm just going off into the distance aimlessly is very, very strong here. But that is definitely not the case. Oh hey, an island.
picking up multiple energy signatures on the
Go ahead and
island's
scan
surface.
this. May as well scan you because you're right here. Anyways, we're keeping that one because we're going to use it later. Anyways, if I'm real lucky, there'll be at least 2 crates with stasis rifle fragments in them here. That would be real nice. That would be real good. We would appreciate that a bunch.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months.
New blueprint
After all that time in
acquired.
the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place.
Right, this.
We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down now.
New blueprint
Despite my best
acquired.
efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. Visions are getting worse.
New
Marguerite
blueprint
and Father are now
acquired.
part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then,
Oh wow, there's 3 crates down here. What the hell?
there's always the view.
Okay, well, I think it's quite likely that I will have the blueprint in question. The thing that keeps on trying to jump at me right now is merely annoying, not particularly threatening. My knife hitbox is kind of a shit, however. Get out of the way, man.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Now, the really annoying thing about the thing I'm scanning right now is it's like the only thing in the game that I'm aware of that if you get interrupted while scanning it,
Blueprint acquired.
you will genuinely, like, the scan will be reset.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating EDA data.
I don't know of anything else in the game that does that. Sweet Jesus, so there were 4 crates over here. That is an amazingly large amount of luck. Okay, so we're going over here to grab this.
You see, Chief, you brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets.
What?
That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Hard to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. Take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple hundred meters deep, lots of deposits.
Can't say I've seen that one happen
Ready
before.
access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
Integrating
I mean, thankfully there wasn't like random geometry inside of the island that I could fall against, because while fall damage in this game is kind of impotent, my HP is already not super great. You know what the funny thing is that like I was running up the edge of the mountain like the way that I normally do, that is almost certainly unintended, and then I'm going up the mountain on the intended path, and then I fall through it. Okay, we're past the spot where that happened last time. I'm guessing that the textures loading in slowly had something to do with it, but yeah, I've genuinely never seen that happen before. Ooh, the swivel chair. So glad I made my way up here.
Integrating new PDA data.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida.
Wait, what
I've
in the
made
hell?
my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Alright, so there's a couple of tasks that we want to get done while we're over here, and one of them I need to get more lithium. And thankfully, that shouldn't be a difficult thing to do here. One thing to be remain cognizant of is that my depth limit in this vehicle is 200. So really what I want to do is point towards the wreck, sit here, and then dive manually. We will grab whatever rubies we see. There's this little thing. We're gonna need one of these. We don't need more than one of those, thankfully.
Acquired.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in.
This is Keen. Light pod detached, okay? Planet fall in 30 seconds.
The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there.
Understood, but...
They are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
I honestly think
30 seconds.
the voiceover in this game is better than people give it credit for. Piss off. Okay, what all do I have? Okay, I've got 4 lithium. I'm gonna end up spending some of that on this, but I also need lithium specifically so I can build the big ass room. I don't do time capsules. That's one right there. The only thing that I do with these is I scan that gauge. Mostly because, like, the way that the time capsules in this game work is basically when somebody completes the game, they can put whatever they want in the time capsule, and then it shows up randomly in someone else's playthrough. It's kind of a neat concept, but at the same time, it can feel a little cheaty, I guess. Okay, hopefully this is where we'll end up with moon pool fragments. Now let's see. This bug still exists. So normally what would happen here is your character would, like, carefully cut a line around the door, and it would follow that animation quite effectively.
Acquired.
Light stick, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But you can break that by doing the knife animation and cutting straight into the other tool and then immediately using that tool. It's ridiculous how effective it really is. Alright, this torpedo arm blueprint, and then we're going to subsequently never ever ever use it because fuck the torpedo arm. It is without value.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Right. This is absolutely necessary. I do believe that's another moon pool frag. And we just finished that, right? Inventory full? Yeah. We did get one thermal frag here, but I think that's the only one that's gonna be here. That's another moon pool.
30 seconds.
Again, I can't go any deeper really with this. Or right here, there's nothing really threatening to, like, push my vehicle lower. For whatever reason, when you break the animation in this way, it cuts the door open a lot quicker. And funny enough, on top of, like, you know, that satisfying my incredible impatience, because yes, I am just a very, very impatient person. Like, the speedrunner part of my brain loves it.
New blueprint acquired.
But more importantly, it actually saves a shitload of battery as well.
actually, since we're over here... Yeah, we're gonna go this direction. Do I want to fuck with the wreck over here? Part of me is like, yeah, because I'm already over here, and the other part of me is like, no, because that wreck sucks. And I don't want to have to worry about the extra bullshit that comes along with it. Plus, I'm not over here to like look for all of the extra parts. I'm just here for now to get the swim charge fins. That's all I really want to do here. However, I suppose I should skim the floor in the direction I'm going and check this wreck. Is this a speed run? No. Well, what's up, Patty? How's it going? No, the timer is just to track like how much time I've spent playing the game in total.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint or terror vehicle signatures. Integrating new PDA data.
Scan the damn thing. Oh, hey. There's another one of these on the left. That's crazy. Well, the hole is done.
New blueprint acquired.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Man, the textures sure are fucked. Yeah, I really like this game, so every so often I'll just do a new playthrough of it for no apparent reason. Let's be real. There's not an actual purpose to it. I just enjoy the game a lot.
The way I see it, no one's to blame here.
He gave me the wrong coordinates.
She didn't give me clear instruction.
Blueprint
Okay,
acquired.
I'll rephrase. You've been equally incompetent. Now, we've lost time, but we're closer to the planet.
Acquired.
If the Garci's out there, the scans should pick it up.
Why are we even helping the Mongolians? They're the competition.
Enjoy your shore leave on Sanjay Station.
You know, funny enough, I discovered this particular bug in
We run the scans, we show them we didn't find anything, and we say thanks for the free dinner.
generator room.
There's
The
something
generator,
wrong with the
reactor
surface
core,
scan.
whatever, in the Aurora. When I knifed a leech and it then went immediately to repair, and it was just flailing all over the place. Oh, you swing the knife and then switch to whatever tool you want to use. Like, look at this shit. I genuinely think it might even make scanning faster as well. It's so stupid, but like in the case of laser cutting, it's genuinely faster. And I only think it's faster with scanning, but it might not be. You're booting it right now? Hey, fair enough. But yeah, swing knife and immediately switch over to whatever tool you're using. And as long as you start using that second tool immediately, boom. I'm pretty sure this is around the depth that I need to be. 180, 170, somewhere in that range. Yo, I've got all of these fucking things' attention. Come on, dude. Oh, here it is. Jeez. Okay, there doesn't appear... Well, there's one. I'll just have to hurry, huh? Since I'm over here, I have to do all of the things associated with being... Wow, 2 engine frags right next to each other. I'm guessing that there's going to be a third one here, too. Oh my god, dude. This run is just being fragged apeshit.
New blueprint acquired.
I didn't need that at all, but there it is. Okay, I'm gonna go touch my sea moth again real quick. Drop down ever so much. Look, I'm gonna take your social security number and then I'm gonna stab you a bunch. Have a nice day. Let's see, is there any useful frags on this side? I don't think so. This is the main thing we came here for. Alright, wow, what is this run, dude? This seed is crazy for fragments.
New blueprint acquired.
Yo, if this was a run, like an actual speed run, this is the kind of luck that you would want to see, dude. Like, all of the good shit is happening right now. I think that there are a couple of sharks tag teaming my sea moth right now. I don't normally park this close. Oh, I don't even need that. My oxygen levels ain't great.
Seconds.
Oh, actually. No problem. Yeah, I've never felt like I really needed a higher FOV, but yeah, it always looks wacky. Like, just the fact that you're like flailing with a tool, it makes it even sillier that it just happens to work out really well. Oh hey, I actually need this. Oh, okay, I genuinely thought I only had one of the two.
You really think it'll carry two of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cell rig, this one, should double that.
You think there's something out there that's faster?
I'm sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the light pod.
You're calm about this.
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct
Glad
and
to hear
diverse
it.
ecological biomes. Further study
Like I said, like the funny thing is, like, I ran into it in a way that I kind of assumed that just about anybody would. Like, I was, you know, I swung a knife at a leech that was stuck to me, and boom, I followed it up with a repair tool because I was in the middle of repairing some shit. Where did I put? Okay. Let's see, where did I put those mushrooms? Got those. I could have sworn I still had at least one salt. Okay, so for now, let's get rid of all of this extra shit. I'm pretty sure all I need to make that the really big one is, yeah, that's all I needed. Just the lithium. Okay, so do I have silver? I'll have this stuff more organized later, but right now it's just kind of chaos, huh? Alright, I just need salt. Which, at least until now, has been ridiculously easy to find loads of. Oh hey, salt. Right, give me this. I'm gonna need plenty of metal salvage. Hey, sir. Oh, okay. Right in my face, huh? Pick the damn thing up. Anyways, I might genuinely need all of that right now. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that I need more than that right now. Oh man, I just used the lithium too. That's deeply unfortunate. Man, there was a build where you couldn't do this dual fabricator setup for a bit, and I was so fucking sad about it. But then I don't know what they changed, but they brought it back, and I was pleased. I think this counts as being a connected structure. It does. I love it. However, that's not necessarily good enough for me. Having said that, let's go ahead and park.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So what I'm gonna want is the
It is normal to experience
scanner room.
psychological discomfort.
Probably here.
Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, I didn't get any gold out. What am I doing? Quite possibly my favorite upgrade in this game. Which means I officially don't need this anymore. Everything has batteries in it. Here, you know what? Actually, let's... We'll put away the one that's full. We'll put this in here. Okay, I need more lithium. Yeah, like 4. I don't think I have any extras. I got 1 extra. Whoopty shit. Unfortunately, yeah, because of the situation right now, I don't exactly have a, Wait, do I have enough to make the compass? I do like having my compass on. I don't see any copper anywhere. Well, there's 1. Okay, yeah, I have it. Or wait. Aha, never mind. I have my compass. We're gonna make one more pit stop to here, touch the radio, grab this.
This is Lifepod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous,
Alright, have a good
don't
one.
panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Hope that you have a good night, etc., etc. I no longer need this beacon. At some point, I'm going to want to make... I genuinely thought I only needed 1 of those. I mean, at least I know where I can scan it again because 19 had, like, the Rex at 19 had several of those, but I genuinely thought I was already done with this. Unfortunate. Anyways, here soon we're going to be in a very, very large cycle of just building stuff and moving around inventory, so you're not going to be missing much. The most interesting things that happen in this game, as far as like my knowledge, have already occurred. Well, except for maybe this one little thing that's about to happen. If you can just run up the side of this. Good.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
Little shit. Anyway. The main reason to come up here is for this. After that, the reasons to be on this side of the island diminish greatly. Still got plenty of space. Oh, I didn't even realize that dude was there. I just walked right over him. Okay, yeah, I should still have a little bit more space. Okay, so I'm gonna end up with, yeah, actually I might already have, I might need to dump one thing. But yeah, if you've ever wanted somewhere to go where you could just pick up shit tons of any of those items, this is it, bruh. Call this Gun Island. Gun Island is fucking filled with shale and lithium. There's a few other interesting things that it has, like several purple tablets. Obviously, I don't appear to be all that concerned about falling.
Indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis. Unknown language. Attempting translation. Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required. Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Alright, there is actually one more funny thing that I know of that you can do here.
Your best probability of interfacing with this.
The funny thing about this is that you can still interact with the PDA in this form. You just need to, you know, click on it on the side. I honestly I don't know how they managed to pull it off to where, like, it almost makes it feel like they were fully aware that that's a thing that could happen and wanted to make it completely operational. Okay, we're going to be down one more tablet when we enter the final room, which is good because I need that slot for something else. Another purple tablet.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Because there is one more that I'm aware of here. Sassy needle.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine." Translator.
Alright, I keep on disrespecting gravity. But like I said, for a fall that far, you would think that's like a guaranteed massive chunk of damage, but instead it's like 20. I have a highlight where I fell basic, like, okay, so there's the farm island where there's a decent sized gap between the two mountain peaks, and I was gonna be like all clever, or really just dumb as shit, and I figured what I would do is I would build a gap between the two peaks, and then also make a super long, just like simple I-corridor hallway until it reached the Aurora as well. But at some point the game decided that it didn't care at all for what I was up to, and while going down that hallway, granted at this point I was only running down the hallway so I could try to build more, but it decided it didn't like that, and I just fell through the hallway, sort of like how I fell through the mountain earlier. But in that case, I landed on the island and it armed me a bunch. But considering how far I went, I genuinely would have assumed that that was just going to be death. Okay, I got a little turned around from how I normally do this. So here's to hoping I didn't completely fuck myself.
Hooray, everything's fine. Anyways, the side of the island that I'm on now has a habit of sometimes having warpers. But now everything is just fine. By the way, that puff of purple, that's a wreck, just barely coming in the draw distance. Because basically, what happens is the electrical pulses that are inside of a wreck hit the draw distance before the walls around it, so you see the electricity inside of it before you see the wreck itself.
Integrating new PDA data.
Jesus Christ, this playthrough is just wild about giving me all of the fucking fragments, dude. So like I was saying earlier, about the swim charge fins being my favorite upgrade in this game. Basically, I don't have any limitations on battery anymore. It's like my first playthrough, I ended up picking up a time capsule with a few ion batteries in it, and that felt super busted. But it turns out it's really not that busted if you know how the game works. And now that I know how the game works, yeah, it's really not that great.
The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded.
I'm just gonna ignore my formula here and just throw everything in. What do I have titanium wise? Because that's like the only thing I really need at the moment, is just as much titanium as possible. Excellent. The other thing that I need is I'm going to need to build a scanner room. Thankfully I have magnetite on me, so I'm not like super concerned about having what I need for that. So we're going to need, we got the 2 copper, we're going to need more titanium, but that shouldn't be a concern. A gold and a table coral. This is fun.
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
The only thing that's going to be necessary to fix that is to deconstruct this. The problem with that is that it involves moving all of those items, which is going to be, you know, the part that's actually kind of a pain in the ass. Anyways, let's get some of this. Now, I mean, if I end up having to throw together a reinforcement on it, it's really not a big deal. Like, I'm not bothered by that concept. That's fine. Oh no. I am being irradiated. You know what? I need to go to 19 anyway. So let's just head that direction and grab like all the titanium I can in that direction, because I'm gonna need lots of titanium. And believe it or not really worried about my HP.
New blueprint acquired.
I should even have like most of the rubies that I need. Now, like I was saying earlier about the swim charge fins, how that basically it's a de facto like mobile battery charger. I'm at 80% right now on this. Here in a second, I'm going to be 81, boom. And it's because the amount of juice that this thing drains while you're moving forward with it is less than the amount of juice that you're regenerating by moving with it. Should that be the case? Almost certainly not. I would say that at best this should be a neutral. Like, where the swim charge fins merely are able to prevent the Sea Glide from losing charge. I think that that's the best it should ever go. But, you know, I'm not the one that fucking made this shit. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was this wreck up top. Or I guess it doesn't matter, here's one. That's all we needed.
New blueprint acquired.
But were there other things to scan here that I could just get titanium with? Turns out, yes. Since you want me to scan you so bad, there you go. Oh shit, where'd it go? Instead of picking it up, I bonked it. I'm only 60 meters below the surface, so I'm just gonna skim the bottom here. Prick. That is an odd place to find a shale cropping, but whatever. Here, for now, we're going to go ahead and throw on one of the reinforcements, because again, it's a thing that I construct, so it's not like super necessary to make sure that, like, oh no, what if it's like wasting resources? I can deconstruct it and reacquire those resources. It's gonna be okay. It's fine. Yes, I can still use more titanium, but I'm not concerned. Here soon we're gonna have a scanner room up. Everything is gonna be okay. Okay. Let's dump some of that in here. Soon we're going to use some of that to make, basically we're going to make a 4-point of solar panels on top. But for now, I need to make... I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna make the one reinforcement. Fuck it. Reinforcement. Can I build it from in the water? Yes, I can. And with that, we're going to go ahead and complete this. Far and away the most important thing that I can do, because right now easily the most important thing I need to get going is this. Here we go. Genuinely did not think I was ever going to need this much water, but it is what it is. We're gonna put these back in here. Let's see. So that's 20 on top of the let's see, that's 5. So I'd need 15, which is 30 titanium. It's 8, 12. Right, so external, we need quartz and copper. Something tells me I'm not going to need all of that, but whatever. I'm very picky about where I build these, which doesn't make any sense at all. Because, like, as long as they are built, it really doesn't matter, like, in the slightest. And, like, it's not like I'm going to come back and be like, ooh, look at how aesthetically pleasing these solar panels are. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so we're going to immediately replace that. Now, do I have... okay. That's weird. I feel like I remember putting it... oh, maybe it was... okay. Good enough.
This is an automated distress signal from Life Pod 12. Coordinates attached. Warning, Life Pod has sucked beyond safe diving distance. Do not attempt retrieval without submersible support.
So that one's the finished products. Actually, wait. I think what I've been doing is I've been putting finished products as a full locker. Three. Right now, I just want to replace the all of the storage that I have. Also, we really need to get these mushrooms, like these other grow beds, started as well. Which means that I need to grab you. Ooh. And you. see if I can't find one more salvage. Good enough. Okay. Inventory full. Of course it is. Why wouldn't my inventory be full the very moment that I find some copper? So it is my usual preference to instead of putting a porthole onto a base, I prefer we're gonna put that away. I prefer having a connected moon pole instead. Again, I don't know like why I'm so careful with these. So long as they are there, it does not matter.
Survival strategy. Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree roaches and stank root.
Also, realistically, these should be on that, except, hold on. That's dumb. I'll scan you later. I'm not worried about that right now. You know what? I'm starting to realize how many things I do in this game that are not normal gameplay. When I said earlier that all of the interesting stuff is already gone, that might not necessarily be true. I think probably the next most interesting thing that's going to happen is the way that I traverse the Aurora, which will be coming up eventually, but I typically get all of the building shit done first. You know, that's probably not the smartest thing to do, though, now that I'm thinking about it. I should probably get, like, all of the lengthy grow stuff done, and then yeah, you know, probably the logical thing to do is to get all of the lengthy processes started. The stuff where all I can really do is wait, right? And then go here. You know what is we're gonna keep those two leads on me. Do I have... I do. And what's more, glow. Hey, come here. I want to learn more about you, and then I'm going to eat you. I don't normally resort to eating the fish, but you know. I'm not exactly sure what just happened. As far as I know,
The fabricator cooks small
I was
organisms
keeping
while disposing of the
the
skeletal structure,
lithium on me.
and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for
Did
human
I deposit
consumption.
it here? Like an
It
idiot?
is common
Yeah,
for those
that's
accustomed
exactly
to
what I did.
synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
You know, full battery, this thing right here, these. Okay. You know, I'm eventually going to put another bit of base onto this, so I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. So here's copper, here's gold. There's another copper in here somewhere. Or maybe there's not and I'm dumb and I hate everything. We're gonna put this away, it's fine. Right now I just need a copper. Just one. I'll be picking up any metal salvage that I see. I saw it. I wasn't like being slow to react. I just didn't give a shit. Yo, really? God damn. Okay, one more copper would be really pleasant. I don't theoretically need another copper, but I mean, I'm out here trying to get shit done, you know. Come on, come on. There we go. So I've got a text file that I made a long time ago that's just a list of all of the materials in this game, and what I do with that is basically I make a locker for each material, even if I don't necessarily have that material right now. Damn, that's really where I would have preferred to have it. But I guess this is gonna have to do. Now, thankfully, this time around, I've got everything that I need for making. Oh God, this honestly, this is the worst part about these. But yeah, I should have computer chip. Hold on.
I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal located.
So about needing more copper. Okay, so I need 15 more of these lockers. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hello. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Be more specific. Okay. That was about to be 18. Nice. And 19. Yep, okay. That's a wide net. That's why I was saying, you know, be more specific. Because, like, if I just say, like, any comic book, man, that's a wide net. We could potentially still not be talking about the same thing. Well, any apply. I mostly read Webtoon. Why do you ask? Okay, for a second I thought I fucked up. Okay, is that the first chest done? Is... mean, Webtoon I only really downloaded initially for 2 specific things, and there's been a couple of random one-offs in there that I've liked since then. Like Blue Chair is pretty funny, or My Giant Nerd Boyfriend is remarkably good emotional content. Oh wait, that's genuinely the titanium box. What am I doing? But if you meant like more serious storylines, a la like typical comic books, nah, that's not my jam. What plants do we have? Almost done. 83%. This one's actually done. What about these boys on top? I will almost certainly never actually need this many of these mushrooms, but whatever. But yeah, why do you ask? It seems like an odd, or rather, it seems like a highly specific first thing to ask. So I figured there was, you know, a greater point to it. Oh, that's fine. I mean, how dare you continue to conduct your own life when you are in my presence? The very nerve. I don't think I still need to scan that. Nah. There we go. Not that you actually need to find this life pod, but I typically do.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species
Gross.
designator Reaper.
Why do
One
people
specimen
gotta be
attempted to follow the light pod,
shitty?
doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site.
Like, particularly when it comes to like superhero comics, like if any like type of media has dealt with the concept of transition the most, it's that. So why are people about that particular fandom gonna be so shitty about that?
Radioactive fallout will have devastating effects.
Float around the gays. Okay, so fun fact, I'm not actually gay. I have the tags that I have on specifically to attract the negative attention away from someone who might have been vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's gonna waste their time being hateful at me for being allegedly LGBTQ, then I've spared someone who actually is the difficulty of having to deal with that person. That was the whole idea. Though, my partner and I are poly, and people keep on telling me that counts as LGBTQ, and I don't know. That doesn't feel like it counts. Maybe I'm being too narrow, but
Exiting sleep mode. Loading voice recognition. Engineer Barclay and Chief Technology Officer you identified.
Drone, get me a propulsion cannon.
propulsion cannon retrieved.
Hey, Berkeley. Install that circuit box with that repulsion cannon and you'll punch a hole in the cargo bay.
Damn it, drone, I said propulsion, not repulsion. Recalibrate
Integrating new
sensors.
EDA data.
Senses recalibrated.
Sensors aren't the problem. I tweaked the program. It's like you now. It doesn't like being told what to do.
Drone, I know
His name's Albert now.
Albert.
So in a relatively recent update to this, they made it where when you jump, you automatically slow down to walking speed. So the usual method of skipping this
Now go away.
is no longer a thing, but what I just did,
Boss,
still
this
totally
hobby of yours
viable.
isn't making my job safer.
Maybe so, but it's all that's stopping me from being
Fair
put
enough.
forward or take a spacewalk in my skivvies.
Aurora systems are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download black box data. Integrating new EDA data. Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
You know, I don't even need what I'm looking for, so I don't know why I'm looking for it.
Integrating new EDA data.
But yeah, real sorry to hear that that fandom is that way. I used to be pretty seriously into a game called God Hand, and there's a fair amount of like misogyny and homophobia there too, which is pretty big part of the reason why I'm no longer involved with that. We ran into the same like issue with misogyny in the Bayonetta community.
Sustained
Uh,
internal damage
To be fair, that was a while ago, so I'm not sure if that's still an issue, but it certainly was back then.
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable levels.
Like, there's enough like LGBTQ in just about any demographic of interest. But yeah, it's weird how, I don't know, hateful people are just a lot more vocal than people who are not hateful, I guess.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Because I've been to enough, like, anime conventions, gaming conventions, and comic conventions to know that, like, the entire spectrum of sexuality is represented in all directions, and at the very least, at conventions, people are not being, like, looking for opportunities to be shitty to one another. They are instead looking for opportunities to get, like, Will Wheaton or Mark Hamill's autograph.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Man, isn't that the worst?
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
I've had, like, several instances where, like, I used to watch, you know, a specific type of content from a specific creator that's, like, research and information based, until it becomes really clear that they didn't bother to do any of their own research on a specific topic, and then I start to think, you know, if you didn't even bother looking into this one yourself and you got this one so wrong, what's to say that any of the rest of what you put out was accurate? And then I just lose interest.
Integrating new PDA data.
Not sure what to make of literally any of that, but okay. Oh, whoops.
Integrating new PDA data.
Well, me not being gay doesn't necessarily make you a breeder either. That's not what I meant to do. No, god damn it. Give me that 4. It's not even the right number, is it? Fucking hell. 6483. I always fuck this up. Oh my god. Why is it so difficult to push button?
Integrating new PDA data. Data bank corruption was detected on your PDA acquired. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
There's the door. It also sounds like a full-blown misunderstanding of musculature. Are they only viewing like bodybuilding looking stuff as having muscles? Because like if you've ever watched like even a little bit of those like strongest man or strongest woman in the world competitions, they don't look like what you would expect them to.
New blueprint acquired.
Hey, box, you're in the worst place.
Blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA
Today's
data.
menu. I mean, that kind of thing is also going to be like specific to artists, though, right? Like from one form of representation to another. But like, yeah. Like, I doubt that I'd be able to Google an image of that character and not see bodybuilding ass muscles.
New blueprint acquired.
I mean, I had a similar issue with Yahtzee. It was this you've probably heard of zero punctuation. I remember at one point they did a review of Neo, and they were talking about Team Ninja always having to have like the quintessential giant titty characters all over the place.
Integrating new
But
PDA
like
data.
Neo doesn't have any characters that match that description.
Listen, I know I don't have the right to make demands of you.
So I found that to be really irritating. Like, why did you even bother to bring this up
I hear what
in
you're
like the
saying,
one
and I
instance
will
where
try
it's
to
not
understand.
true?
How would you like to change it? I would like to reduce our contact
Like, there
time.
is a woman
How much
in the
further
game
can
that
we do
has
that?
larger breasts, sure, but it turns
You're
out
dumping me.
that
I'm changing the
sometimes
terms of our relationship.
women have
How
larger
is it still a
breasts.
relationship if we don't see each other? It's a relationship.
relationship of a kind.
Integrating new PDA data.
I feel you just want to spend more time with that dumb guy in his dumb robot suit.
That's not a feeling. It's a judgment. And I feel hostility in what you're saying. Perhaps your jealousy is a sign that you need to take another look at your business model. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I am happy for
Business
you,
model,
and
though.
I'm happy for all the guys
What
in
am
the
I
prawn
stuck
bay.
on?
I'm
The
just
hell?
not happy for me.
This is why I want to change our arrangement.
Integrating
You've never
new
played the
PDA
game? Fair
data.
enough. I would recommend it. It's a pretty good game. I don't need anything else here, I don't think. Oh no, I fell. Darn. Now we get out of here. By the time I'm genuinely done with my base, the radiation should have cleared up and I should be able to move about the ocean without concern. Yo, where's Fred? Yo, what's up, Fred? Later. You absolutely have to say hi to Fred. You don't have to, like, go interact with him, but you have to say hi. Actually, what am I doing? We'll continue to charge up these. I'll put the full ones in the big standing locker. Honestly, the closest I ever come to comics of that kind of thing is I really want them to continue Young Justice. I think that's some of the best superhero content I've ever seen in my life. Oh, you know what? Full stop. That might be the best content I've ever seen in my life. Right, like it's so weird that people don't get it. Like, objectification is like it swings both ways. If you pretend like you have to make a conscious effort to swing in the opposite direction, then your actions are still being defined by that objectification. Right, the show got more seasons, but we're only up to 4, and the creators have said that they are prepared to go up to 9 seasons. Like, the guy who writes, the writing team, they have enough story for 5 more seasons already.
I'm out on the far side
But
of the system. It's going to take more than a week to reach your position.
they can't seem to find any way to actually get it made. It's so
I'll
sad.
try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's going to have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
Anyway, let's put my knife back. Oh, okay, hold on. But yeah, if that gets like announced for more seasons now, I'm gonna be fucking celebrating. That is far and away one of my favorites. Okay, that should be more than enough. Yeah, that's probably too much, actually. Whoops. That's not my building tool. Oh no, I'm seeing stuff. What am I? Don't worry about it, lady. I think I need that and a magnetite? Question mark? Yes. Okay, so range upgrade. Okay, so I think I can do a speed upgrade real quick, but the rest of them I need range upgrades for. So we need 1, 2, 3. That's not silver, that's sulfur. 1, 2, 3, and I don't have a whole hell of a lot of these left to go. And like, going back to the sexist shit, like, people don't seem to understand that, like, acknowledging that attractive people exist is not the same thing as objectification. And like representation doesn't mean ignoring the demographic of people that would fall under that category. What it means is not pretending that that's the only, like, an attractive person is not only an attractive person. They're a whole ass human where other things are true about them, not just that one thing. And, like, they are, you know, they're just as worthy of representation as anybody else. It's just, like, I don't know, like, going through that whole shit is just so agonizing. Right, I didn't have a chance to scan this earlier because a worker was around. Right. Now would be the time to go ahead and do some scanning. Because I need more copper. think I only need one more to make the range upgrades. Yeah, here we go. Wait, what did I do? I'm an idiot. It's supposed to be 3 range upgrades and 1 speed upgrade. So I guess I've got a couple of speed upgrades just ready to go. Whoops. I'm an idiot. We're gonna huck these seeds because those are not at all important. I don't need this file open anymore. Tooth. I've got a few more slots left.
Play partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make these 2 computer chips ahead of time. Because that's the easiest way to not waste the extra table coral that I had on hand. We're gonna fill this son of a bitch up with as much titanium as possible, and we're also going to huck this fire extinguisher and also this fire extinguisher, because literally the only purpose that those ever hold is to go through the aurora. And once you're done doing that, there's no reason to have those anymore. Okay, so I have the grapple arm blueprint, but the one place I didn't really want to go, unfortunately, it's looking pretty likely I'm gonna have to go there. It's looking uncomfortably likely that I'm gonna have to go there. Now, I'm pretty sure that's just, yeah, one fiber mesh and benzene. I should have everything I need for that. Oh no. Well, maybe not. And you know what? I can almost certainly swap back to the rebreather without without any real repercussions. We'll just throw that back in there. Anything that this scans that's further out like this is going to be way easier to find.
A common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
Got 7 more slots left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's a chunk right here. Now, the funny thing about this is I'm not even going to surface. I'm just headed back to base because I'm damn close to it. Now, if we end up with more quartz than I have space for, then that's not a big deal. We'll just turn the excess into glass. The same thing with titanium. If I end up with more titanium than I have space for, it's not that hard to just turn the excess into ingots, and then I always use this spare bag. These bags are 3x3, so it's 9 slots. And so once, like, a titanium ingot requires 10 titanium. So if I have any excess in that bag, then it's time to make an ingot. It all works out in the end. So what did I need to make? What's funny about these though is that, like, because it's a 3x3, even though there's like 5 more spaces available, you can't actually put multiple blood oils in there. So I'm gonna put this in here, I guess, for now. I don't really know what else to do with it. Let's see, what else could I be working on? I suppose there's no reason I shouldn't work on this. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 rubies. I've already got glass available. I thought I had glass available. Two lead. 2 diamond. Snag that. Whoops.
It is normal when first piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks
What you
of
got
training
for
to
me?
counteract this
Radio.
phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
Okay, so
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again.
I need to make the
Just
grapple
picked up
arm,
massive
but
debris
before I
from
make that, I actually
didn't
need
know
to
how
make
bad-
the
How many
vehicle
of you?
console.
I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Oh, I actually have a computer chip available. Haha. Hee hee ho ho. Okay, well that part's done. Here, you know what? As useful as it is to have that in my face all the time, I really would like it to go away now. The downside is that now I need yet another benzene. I still have enough diamonds though, right? Yeah, I have plenty. Diamond isn't a concern. Let's put this shit away. Do-do-do-do. Okay, I do believe that that is enough to make my upgraded suit. Two diamonds, 2 titanium. Yo, again. Always keep that on me, but I don't see myself needing to deploy it anytime soon. Anyways. What do you want, radio? Like, the one thing that I know for a fact... Here, you know what,
We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer. Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
Alright, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
The regular?
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should be...
If she doesn't?
Just tell her the regular, dude.
Okay.
The
if I say regular, she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
Motivational
Bruh.
note. Craig McGill crash landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers, and hijacked a tame
I don't know why I didn't highlight what I'm
You can survive one more day.
trying to work on here. Oh, I actually have enough to make both of these. That's crazy. So here's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, or do I? Hold on. I need another plasteel ingot, which means metal salvage. Let's go. Metal salvage, unlike the deposits I was looking for earlier, has a wonderful habit of being on the surface. Every so often there will be instances where, like, the way that it spawned in allowed it to, like, fall through the map. And that sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, it's also worth noting that this stuff isn't, like, finite. Most of the things in this game repopulate. So even if you have a scenario where, like, you've picked up all the metal salvage in an area, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be any more metal salvage in that area. It just means that there's none there now. What am I doing? Magnetite. Oh, I don't have any more magnetite. That's upsetting. I also don't have stuff that I need for thermals, and I'm trying to think where I normally end up picking up the stuff for thermals. Because that's usually what I use to power the away base that I'm thinking about building right now. I'm not at all worried about the scanner room just being on. Because the fact of the matter is that the scanner room, like, so, yes, the base is powered solely with solar panels, and yeah, at night in this game, because apparently they don't know the science of solar panels. But at night in this game, there's literally no power income, and while I'm fully aware of that, the truth of the matter is that the scanner, along with other things together, like, it just doesn't have enough power draw to eat through 300 units of energy overnight. So regardless of anything, like, I'm 100% guaranteed I am not coming back to an empty base. Yo, what was the fucking odds? Well, there's a nuclear. And there's a thermal. I'm pretty sure I need one more thermal. I don't need one more thermal. What do you know? I still don't understand why this in particular is scannable from the outside.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's
Integrating new
told.
PDA data.
What if she doesn't?
Not enough money, she will.
Integrating new PDA
Always
data.
do.
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
Whoops. Alright, I've had quite enough of this. Let's get out of here. And that was me as quickly as I possibly can, swapping my, my batteries around so that a battery that actually needs more charge would be on my, oh my goodness, would be on my Sea Glide. That's gonna be a lot of titanium. Yeah, you go ahead and take that one. How much space do I have? I can grab 2 more. And that quartz. I'll be right back. Okay. Yo, Flame Dragon. Yo, what? Two skills at the same time, dude.
Can't say I've ever seen this happen before. Okay. Okay. None of the traditional Zelda is really gonna fit you if those don't. I mean, Link to the Past is on the Switch, but that's not the best version of it to play. Bloop. Later, nerd. Yo. Okay. What? What? Dude. He just, like, teleported above me. Oh, God. I wonder, if I fire just one shot, is it gonna carry me through this as well? Meh. I was gonna say nothing to menace me, but it's not like anything in this stage was particularly dangerous to me anyway. Where are you going? No, really, what in the hell were you doing? Bruh. Oh, man.
Hey, goodness me.
Oh, are we gonna crash? Let's see if the
I
game
hope
crashes.
not. My game never crashes here. His game crashed.
Oh, well then. Oh my god, looking at you do the.
What do you mean? My legs blend in with my skirt. Oh, I have to walk down the stairs.
Womp womp, I hit the trigger and you didn't. That means I get breakfast and you can go fuck yourself.
No, we both get breakfast.
Oh.
I made your favorite breakfast. Oh, Mr. King from across the
How do we eat
street is
this one?
going out of town for a few weeks.
Good.
He was wondering if you could check his mail for him. Oh, and your friend Pierce called.
Oh my god, look at your face. That's bullshit.
Such a car. And someone named Dex stopped by earlier. I just sent him away. I think I heard Timmy deliver.
You are an asshole.
Let's go.
You know what? No, I want you to do it. I want to.
Fine.
Idly doodly. You abomination.
What's new in the world today?
I don't understand why this is a MASH QTE.
Neither do I.
You ready to meet the fine people of Steelport?
Dude, when we get given rocket launchers, that guy is so fucked.
Oh yeah.
It's your world. Go ahead.
I swear to God, if I have to walk the whole way because you're driving. No, okay, I'm in the back seat.
Boy, they sure are anxious to meet you.
They?
Oh, hey, the stop sign just says obey.
Queer sense of humor.
Is it just me, or does that
Ma, you should have a queer sense of humor.
just a nagging feeling like this is all
Can't wait to get out to the lake this weekend.
Oh, I'm not hearing you, I'm hearing me.
fish or
Good. Only I have to witness this monstrosity I've created.
Why do I feel like you're just going to make a variation, another version of trolling when you can?
Hey, it'll be a more tolerable troll, okay?
It's just the goddamn voice, man.
I know, and I really want to fix the voice, actually, because I did not mean it to be this trolly.
This dress, though, I swear, there's not a universe in which this dress is okay.
Oh, I stubbed my toe, you didn't.
Haha.
Fuck you. You have to take a picture.
What can I say? I know how to walk better. It's because I'm not an alien. In a skin suit, you know what I'm saying? Even the beeps are robotic eyes. God damn.
There you are, just sitting in the car. Can I move? Can I go? There we go.
Okay, actually...
Hello?
Go ahead. Whatever, doesn't really matter.
What is this? Kinsey, where
Isn't
are
it this way?
Finally!
Actually, you would have been better off going forward than turning right twice, but it doesn't actually matter.
The place you're in isn't real.
No, just go, just go, just go!
You need to stop. What? I'm just driving. Okay, good. There's a plan here.
Well, that's not what I meant by just go.
Did you just see that car just fly?
No.
Okay. I ran into a car and it flew.
I didn't see flight, but okay, that person
Brace yourself.
definitely flew.
Jesus H.
Haha, fuck you, oh god! It's bullshit!
I can't believe you got hit by the truck.
Fucking suck my balls.
Be me. The simulation is all about normalcy.
Finally, the unhallowed mysteries of the Nibblenomicon will soon be revealed. The vegan turducken, the eggplant parmesan, the eld dip. Take it, and whatever you do, do not read it yourself.
He's almost here. Yo, I deserve a medal for all of that. What the fuck? I'm not doing too terrible. I did get, like, horribly screwed by the targeting earlier, but aside from that, I'm actually doing pretty good. Later, nerds! Oh man, that was fantastic.
There's nothing I can do about the situation right now. I feel like it's find a way to be distracting and get lucky.
Here we go.
Yeah, this isn't awful.
So you're okay with these guys? Yeah, I'll be fine. Boss, get going and open that last portal.
Anyway. You're kidding me. What? This is so stupid. I hate this game. Well, there goes one of the big guys. What the fuck? It was a much faster car I just passed, but it was a two-door.
friendly fire first. Then I could get these fuckers to... With all that I've got.
Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Officer! Officer, I need help! Officer! Officer! Help! Ah! That didn't go too well. Here we go. Let's just plonk. Oh no, I'm in the trash. What? What? Oh god. Well, okay, that's a dead cop. I didn't do it. I have nothing to do with that. Yo, dude. Hey, that's my Betsy. Hey, did you not? Yo, dude, that's my Betsy. Stop. Okay. It's worth noting that everything on screen is gone. My HUD, like everything. Pause, unpause, it's still gone. I don't know my health, I don't know how much money I have. Is it gonna stay gone? Because that's not good. Okay, it's back. I like that. I like that it's back. God damn it. Well, I mean, thankfully I only need one claw to test stuff, but... What just happened?
It is accomplished. Let me see.
Fuck. What? Why? Why did that happen?
Alright, where am I? I'm gonna go ahead and get this part done, and then I'm gonna go for now. I swear to God, I am incapable of hitting simple selections. Bruh. I did it here too, son of a shit. I've only got 1 silver. For real though? Okay, I lied. We're gonna get this one last thing done, and then I'm gonna go. And of course, those last 2 ended up being lead. Fucking bastards. unfortunate. We can take that off. I think I need to make another, yeah, which is fine because I have them growing on top of here. I managed to somehow not get one. Good. The fuck did this prawn suit go? Here it is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oops. Anyway, save and quit. Anyways, that was a good time. I enjoyed it. Y'all have a good one.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I'm pushing. What the fuck? What? Blow it up again. Bang. I can't even. Whatever, game. Whatever you say.
What? Wait, how was that a deflection? What? Demon Undercut doesn't do that.